Hello, all. Happy Monday. Thanks for coming in, everyone. Happy Halloween. Thanks for coming, guys. Thanks, replay viewers and YouTube viewers, for watching. If you'd like to participate in the chat live, you can join me here on Periscope every night at 9:30 p.m. Central. Thanks, guys. I'm going to flip you around and we'll get going. We are working on block 75 of the Splendid Sampler quilt along. All right, guys, I'll flip you around. Hey, hi, guys. Happy Halloween. Thanks so much for being here. We're working on block 75 of the Splendid Sampler quilt along tonight. We started the embroidery for it last night, so we're just going to keep going. If you're new here, my name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make lovely and quirky hand embroidery patterns and kits. I'm the author of Sew and Stitch Embroidery and a fabric designer, and I'm here every night at 9:30 p.m. Central. So, all right, guys, I'm going to flip you around. We'll get stitching right away. I want to hear all of your Halloweeniness. So, all right, flipping you around. Here we are. I got my pretty blue threads out, and this is what we're working with right now. And let's get this guy back in the hoop. It's so cute. So this is block 75. I'm starting the hand first, and I'm gonna just do all different blues. So each motif, like the scissors will be a blue, this little heartstring will be a different blue, this ruler, another blue, and all these different blues. I thought we'd just have fun with some solid blues tonight. Oh, behind me, the little one, the one with the words on, the craft with me one, or I'm thinking of doing that one as a pattern yet. I know we've talked about that for a while, but then the big owl, you guys might not even be able to see that when I have it behind. Oh, the bird. So like the big owl. It says "What a lovely evening" on it. Yeah, it's actually from my book. And it's done with yarn and everything, just to make like the stitches really big. But yeah, so that's one of the projects from Sew and Stitch Embroidery, which is my book. Here, I'll flip you guys around so you can see what we're talking about. There. Oh, it's in reverse too, because when I'm looking at this view, it's it flips around funny. But yeah, that guy is in the book. All right. We just need to go around the rest of this hand and all that, and if you want to find out more information on that, it's at penguinandfish.com. You sure can! We have it on penguinandfish.com, but I think you can still get it on Amazon and stuff too. But if you get it from me, I will sign it for you. All right, so we're just continuing the stem stitch here. We started this last night, and I got the thread started, so all we gotta do is get going. Little stem stitch, and this is all, what we did last night is on Penguin and Fish movies on YouTube. I love owls too. That's one of my favorites. Oh, cool. Well, I appreciate that a ton. Like a ton. So I was kind of talking about last night how I don't do the stem stitch very often at all. So this is good practice for me. Oop, that was a little too small, that stitch. The trick is, I think, with the stem stitch to go in and out in the same stitch. They're in the same movement like that, not going all the way underneath and then coming back up. Which I'm not used to. I'm not used to doing the in and out in the same move type of stitching. I'm trying to see if I can make my stitches a little bit smaller today. But so how's everyone's Halloween going? We didn't do anything, so we are totally the party poopers of the neighborhood. So that's bad. We felt bad too today, so I think next year for sure we'll have to do something. Because we don't have candy or anything, and someone came to the door, and we didn't think anyone would come to the door because we have all our lights out, and we don't really have any kids old enough in our neighborhood really yet, and so we felt bad. We were even at the grocery store, and it just didn't even occur to us. Oh, you never get any kids? Yeah. We haven't gotten many kids. 0 kids. Oh, wow. You'll be eating a lot of candy tomorrow, I bet. Oh, watching Hocus Pocus and handing out candy. Yeah, that's cool. 3 trick-or-treaters. I don't think we've ever gotten more than 3 trick-or-treaters. Oh, your great niece is the only trick-or-treater? Yeah, what's with it? Someone mentioned to me today that she thought that a lot of organizations were kind of keeping it in-house a little bit, so oh, you got 2 kids. So like, like a church groups or something would have it all at the church, or, a community center thing doing it all at the community center. Whoa, you got 15, holy cow. I don't think I've ever been anywhere that's had 15 trick-or-treaters. I got 5. Yeah, more candy for you, exactly. The plan all along, ha ha ha. So we're going through this thread pretty quickly. I'll definitely have to cut some more right away. But stem stitch is also pretty fast to do. Trunk or treat? What's trunk or treat? A lot of trick or treat. Oh, children's book! Oh, cool! Yay! I know Christmas is just right around the corner now, isn't it? Which is crazy town. Kind of can't believe it. But that's exciting. I really appreciate that. Babysitting a 3-month granddaughter. Aw, Ami, a joy. That's so sweet. Oh, she's dressed as an old lady. That's funny. Over 55 community. Oh. Man, you should go just trick-or-treating door to door, or everyone should. Have a little party there. Oh, yay! So, okay, cool. I didn't know Joanne still carried it, so that's awesome. Yay! That's exciting. Our grands used to have a trick-or-treat at church. Oh, yeah. See, so that's what I think is happening. Okay, I got this on the wrong side, this thread. Just a lot of kind of group trick-or-treating events. These little curves are a little difficult. I always make my stitches a little bit smaller when I'm going around curves, and I kind of straighten them out, or lengthen them out on the straightaways. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, I think we'll do one more maybe, and then I think we gotta get a new thread. Pass out candy out of car trunks? Is that a thing? Oh, a trunker. So that wasn't oh, you know what? I think I saw a Facebook picture today of someone doing that. You just go around to the trunks of the people. Okay, I get it. Fancy, trunk or treats. Okay. Have not heard of that before. I just learned about the Switch Witch the other day too. Apparently that's a thing where you trade in your candy for toys and stuff. We didn't have any Switch Witch. All right, I'm gonna weave in the ends here. And we'll start ourselves a new piece of thread. And again, for the new thread, I'm just going to weave it in the back right away. Did my dad let me have candy? Because he was a dentist. It was for my mom, I think, who was stricter about that. Did you see that SNL? I didn't. I missed all that. Yeah, it's extortion. Yeah, because then the kids get. Oh, where's my little sister? The kids get some sort of toy, and then the parents get all the candy. Sounds awesome. Oh, I'll have to check it out. All right, almost around the hand. I think, yeah, it might take. I'll just do a little longer. Well, I don't know. Nah, we'll do a kind of a shortish piece again. If we have to use 2 pieces, whatever, that's fine. But where did my needle go? I think I just set it on the table. Oh, there it is. Sheesh! Hiding on me. Alright, so I'm going to grab a piece of floss there. Zoop. Switch was invented by the food police, totally. For sure. That's by schools and the food police. Who knows? Is there like a little toy for it too? Someone was saying it's kind of like Elf on the Shelf. Which again is kind of funny. Alright, we got our 2 threads here. I'm just doing 2 strands of floss. A parent tax. Yeah. For every 2 you get, I get 1. If they don't get much candy, there's none for mom to steal out of their stash. I think my mom always gotta have the Tootsie Rolls or something like that. Hid your bags and slowly dole it out. Oh man, that's no fun. Oh, chocolate, so they sold the candy. Oh man. I would be super sad if I had to part with my candy. I always remember we got a lot of those black and orange paper taffies. Which are super weird. But I don't know, I think I totally have a taste for them now. I kind of like their texture and everything. I kind of like them, I think. But those are those like weird, gross candies that no one likes. Alright. I used to let them have it at it for a couple days. Till everyone went crazy. One of these. Oh! Passed out 500 trees! Holy cow, that's so many! Holy cow! How would you keep up with that? She must have been promoting her house really well. Get all the kids there. Like 6 miles. Woo, nice. Ah! Funny. Had a walk so you can earn your candy. Oh, I like those Kit Kats, and if I had a ton of candy here, I would pull all the Kit Kats for myself first, that's for sure. Oh, dude, oh my gosh. So we felt bad. Yeah, a little girl, I guess, came here, and we didn't have anything, and John was like, I should have given her an apple or something, but that would have been weirder. Oh no. We both kind of felt bad then. He was like, oh, sorry, we don't have anything. She's like, that's okay. Poor girl. Oh, your mom gave apples. Oh, that would have been so bad, I suppose. Alright, we might finish this with this thread, which would be nice. No, we didn't have our porch light on or anything, and we had, I think we even put all the, oh no, that was before we had lights on in the house, maybe too many, but, toothbrushes, but, we didn't have the porch light on. I thought that would be enough, but I guess not. And people, oops, I just must have pulled a couple of these funny. People don't usually come to our house anyway because we're like a neighborhood, but we're like on the last kind of street, like the main neighborhood, and then the street that comes like out of the neighborhood before it hits the like main street. So nobody comes to us usually because there's nowhere to go after us because it's just a big old main street that they're not going to cross. So they stay in the neighborhood, so we hardly get anybody. Oh, she caught us off guard. Now we feel so bad. I'm sure she got a lot of other candy though. Ha! Pennies. Oh gosh, that would have been kind of funny. All right, last stitch of the hand, and then we got the hand done already. That's nice. So there we are. There's the cute little hand. I'm really kind of itching to do this heart, so I'm going to do the heart next. Oh, to the dead end. Yeah, so ours isn't a dead end, but it might as well be like where someone wouldn't bother. They would just continue walking around the main circle. Yeah, razor blades with apples with razor blades in, and yeah, I remember all that stuff too. Or, cookies with, that they injected with some BS. I don't know. All right, I am going to, so we're done with this color. I'm going to just actually leave it. I'll put it back in. We can compare with the other colors to see if we do it again. I don't want to totally mess up my little system here. So let's, I'm going to just grab another color for the heart. I used a water erasable marking pen. You can find them at Joann's or any kind of craft store. They might be named a little bit different for different brands, but water erasable fabric marking pen or a blue water erasable pen, water soluble pen, something like that. And then I traced it, last night I traced it with a light table, but you can use a bright window or something like that too. So all right, I'm gonna grab a little heart color. I'm just gonna kind of pick. Why don't we try like a little dark purpley type thing? I don't know, or that could be cute for the scissors too. All sorts of blues. I kind of like that it's a little purple. Maybe we go. I think that's too close to what we have here. I don't know. Let's just choose. This is a little more purple. I kind of like this bluish one. We're doing that. No reason other than just I thought I'd show a different way of doing it, really, and that's it, really. No big reason. For some reason, just wasn't feeling the Fabsolvy this time. I thought I'd let's give tracing another go and just show a different thing, because not everyone likes using the Fabsolvy, and it's easy to trace to if you just have a light window to tape it to or something like that. But I definitely am still a huge fan of Fabsolvy and would normally choose that because, it did take a while to trace it. you know? So, I mean, that's the part you get to skip with the Fabricelli. I have talked about the Fabricelli like it's the last couple times it's been like that really kind of snotty consistency. I'm gonna write them about it. I gotta remind myself. But I wanna write, I'll try to pick up my needle. I wanna write them and see if that's a new formula or something, because if it is, then I'm not quite sure I'll keep using it. I might use it for like a really intricate designs, but yeah, for me that was like kind of a huge bummer, the gooiness of it, because I couldn't tell where it was off and where it was on, and I don't know, I didn't like it as much. It used to just kind of flake off, and you could see every little flake of little paper, so you knew where it was on your piece yet and where it wasn't. So I don't know. So we'll see. I'm not against it yet for sure. I still super duper love it, but I'm gonna have to either play more with it at that consistency. Oh, it makes your stitches stiff too. See, I'm thinking that's the new kind, and I don't know. I'm gonna ask them about it, because I'm gonna just pull this a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that consistency, and I'm sure it does wash out if you put it in the washer or something like that, where it gets agitated a little bit more. But I don't know. That's not always good. You don't always want to wash everything, so I don't know. Transfer Ease. I haven't tried Transfer Ease. I've used Pellon's, oh gosh, what is the Pellon one called? Stick and Stitch. Yeah, so I sell the Fabricelli in my store, and again, I still really like using it. But yeah, I'm just confused if they changed all of it to the new. Well, I don't even know if it's new, so I just want to check with them to see, I guess, what their plans moving forward. Because if they are going to, if it's going to be like the snotty version of it, I don't know if I'll keep buying it. So for right now, what's in the shop is in the shop, and we'll see if I reorder it. I'm gonna contact them first, though. Yeah, I will for sure let you know what they say, if they let me let me know what's going on with it, like if they respond. But yeah, because it would be so sad to stop using it because I love it so much. It's my favoriteest thing ever, and and maybe I just need to figure out a new way to take it off. Like I'm wondering if I run it under the sink, which is kind of what I do if I'm doing an embroidery on my own without doing it in front of you guys. Then I'll run it under the sink. I'm wondering if I'd have the same problems if I just ran it under the sink. It might be perfectly fine. But when I do it in the bowls, I have my big water bowls here. I'm wondering if it just, the goo just kind of stays in the same place, whereas with the sink, it would just run down the sink. So it might be perfectly fine still. I might still be able to use it, just use it differently. You ran it through the sink and it was okay? All right. Because everything up to the point, I still super duper love about it. Like, oh, geez, just the fact that you can print it out on your printer and it's good to go is awesome. Still. Like, to me, that's still totally worth it, especially if you have a totally intricate design. You do that with warm water and you didn't notice. Okay, great. That's what I did. Ran water right over it. Okay, so that's how I usually do it. I just don't do that for you guys because I don't, have a sink right here. But so okay, good. So next time I use the Fabricelli, I'll try it that way. So I just got done with this. I'm gonna do this running stitch now. I didn't draw all the little running bits in. If you want to use applique fabric for the glove, use the same stitch. Oh, so you could, you could applique this on and then do the stitch on top of the applique. That'd be really cute. All right, so I'm going to do a running stitch here. So again, usually I'm used to going down with the needle and then coming back up. This is just like the way I prefer to do it, which is different than what we've been doing with the stem stitch. However, you can do the same thing with a running stitch. Like I can go down and up, and you can actually go, if you're on a straightaway, this is a little straight, you can actually go more than once, which makes it really kind of quick. So there I've done 2 stitches before pulling it through. So we get that little running stitch going. It could be a little bit faster. I'm kind of making a little bit bigger stitches too than in the pattern. So let's, I don't know, maybe I should, I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to pull it out. Okay. I never, ever do this, but since it's a running stitches come out way easy. So Mom would yell at me. The perfectionism is kicking in. I have a hard time holding it off sometimes in the evening, but it just, these stitches were so much smaller, and I kind of want the smaller stitches because I think with the larger stitches I might not be able to see the heart shape as much, so doing the little ones. I think just because it was cute, I think it puts a little bit of emphasis on the heart, maybe a little, just because it's a different stitch, so we're gonna, than the rest of it, so it like stands out maybe. I'm not sure. I'm doing it crooked, but well, we're gonna stick with it now. And I'm making them bigger again. I clearly have a stitch length that I like using because I just, I started these small, I did 2 stitches small, and then I did big, which is my normal, bigger, which is the normal size that I do it, and then I'm like, oh wait, I was doing small stitches. So I guess you can just get a feel for what stitch length you like doing the best. You know what, I'm going to try the weave in and out way again, but just shorter stitches. Alright, let's see what we got with that. There, that's cute. But now we're going around a curve, and that could get a little more difficult because we have a straight needle on a curve, but we can go one at a time. I should maybe practice doing this anyway because I don't do this method very often, the in and out. So, I don't know. Good time to practice. Be more ambidextrous with doing this way or the stabbing method. There, this one I think we can go in and out a couple times. Oh, are they playing right now? See, I don't even know. They're bombing out, aren't they? They haven't won anything, or they haven't lost a game yet, have they? I did find out how you did the block. Oh, yeah, you know what? I looked that up. I looked that up last night, too. I'm like, oh, what was that block? Yeah, so did you find that video? Because I did do that one a little differently. That was the one that looked kind of like, yeah, like a paper snowflake, like the stained glass. Oh, the Bears are winning. Oh, funny. Yeah, I did that all one piece, and I really like how it turned out that way. And because I think I used a zigzag stitch or something, it kind of, you kind of couldn't tell that I did it all with one piece. So yeah, I think that made it way easier instead of doing all those little pieces, little tiny applique pieces. Yeah, that one was kind of fun. I would make another one of those. That stained glass one. So once I get to this straightaway, I could, like right now, maybe I'll do more than just the 2 stitches. You can just wiggle in and out a little. ago, so I did like 4 stitches, but the needle's a little more difficult to pull. But woof, magic. And I think we'll do that all the way to the end here too. And then we'll switch back to the stem stitch for the rest. Come on, there we go. All right, there's our little heart, so cute. Scissors in the left hand. Oh yeah, funny. Some people are flipping the blocks for the right hand. That didn't even occur to me. That's funny. Yep, that would be tough for me, the left-handedness. But oh well. That's funny. I would have never noticed that. That's funny. All right, here we go. So rest is stem stitch. Oh, because of applique, because yeah, you would, yeah, because if we applique it this way, then when we flip it around, if we do a raw edge applique, then it would be a right hand instead of a left hand. I don't know, I think there's a trick to do stem stitch a little bit better around tight curves. I was going to look that up, but I didn't do that you. Oh, you're sweet. That's nice. Kind of liking this color. It's, you know, it's just a hair different. It's just a little purplier and a little darker than this blue. So I think the whole rest of it, we'll just do little subtle changes like this. Different color blues. The whole thing will feel blue overall, the stitching at least, not the background, with the little subtleties of color change. So I don't know, I'm kind of excited. I think it's going to be kind of neat. Oh, because the heart is on top of the hand. This would be I saw a few people doing this as applique, and I don't know, it looks really cute as applique too. It would be a really cute combo, applique embroidery too, I think. Like the hand applique with a stitched heart on top. I think that'd be neat. Bet you a bunch of people have done that already though, huh? Oops, I lost my needle. And I think that's it for this thread. Man, the stem stitch sucks up the thread pretty quick though, doesn't it? I guess I'm doing kind of shorter strands than normal. And the reason for that is because I'm using this new embroidery floss that I haven't used before, and it's so fancy. I feel like it's just a higher quality, supposedly. I mean, I don't know for sure. It's a higher priced, let's call it that. It's a higher priced brand than I usually use, so I feel like I don't want as many scraps. So I'm trying to do small pieces that I can use all the strands on instead of having too many strand scraps. But that means I gotta do all this weaving in and out more often, which is no fun. All right, that's that. Let's get 2 more strands out. We just gotta make this loop, so we'll be able to do that with just 2 more, I think. Separate them, grabbing just the one strand, zoop, and the second. All right, I think we'll be done with that color. Just a sec. I think, wonder if we should do the, I think maybe I'll do the ruler next. You know what? Maybe I should do the needle, kind of finish this motif. Well, I'm not gonna get ahead of myself then either. I gotta get this thread done first. Alrighty. Weave it in some ends. We don't have as much spammy chatters tonight. That's been weird the past few times. We've had a lot of spam. That's nice. All right. Snip. All right. We end it up right there. Here's another little curve that we're gonna do. I'm gonna make smaller stitches again. Yes, exactly. All the like 12-year-old boys are out trick-or-treating. That's totally exactly probably what's happening. Oh god. Dumb. I like this purpley blue color. So tomorrow is my painting class again, so I won't be here tomorrow night. I'll do that little scope that I do, though, right after I'm done. I wish I could do the scope while we're painting, but since we have models there, they don't, since they make their money on, you know, being live models, they don't like people taking photos of them. And, you know, me doing a Periscope would be them on video, so. But it would be cool to just, I would love to have just the tripod set up for the evening, and you guys can, we can paint together. But unfortunately we can't do that. So I just do the little scope afterwards. I want to do a painting scope though at some point, you know, once the class is done, and, you know, during our little craft time here would be fun when we're done with the Splendid Sampler. But my class is only tomorrow and one more week, and then it's totally done. I'm kind of sad. I'm having so much fun in it. It's not even that I'm having fun, it's just so different from what I normally do that I'm like totally concentrating on it, and I forget about everything else. Like I forget about work and everything else. So it's just kind of neat. And I wasn't really expecting that from taking the class. It kind of makes me think, oh, it's kind of like how people, you know, if they need to go do yoga or something at the end of the day to decompress. It's kind of like that. Just a little evening class once a week. The zone, exactly. So that's been kind of fun. But, well, I don't know if I'll do another one. Just because I feel like I should be doing some painting on my own before taking a whole other class. But I don't know, maybe it's an excuse to take the class. Yeah, exactly the same as meditation. That's what I'm saying. It's exactly that. And that's what I was thinking. So that's how I was like, you know, there's just one day of class where I had a lot going on that day, like a lot of things happening, and I was kind of stressed, and I went to class, and then I did the class, and then the moment I opened the door to leave the building, I started thinking about, you know, whatever was happening during that day again. And then it hit me like, oh my gosh, I hadn't thought about that entire time. So that's when I was like, oh my gosh, I should just take evening classes, like one evening class a week, or, you know, every other month or something like that, just as a form of meditation and just to chill out. So I don't know, maybe more classes are in my future. Maybe I'll have to test out some other crafts. Like, it'd be fun to do like a ceramics class or something too, or I don't know. We'll see. But more classes maybe in the horizon. I have nothing signed up or anything for that yet, but I don't know. for me, like before, it was just like, oh, I'll learn something I always wanted to learn, and that's awesome. That's reason enough for the class. But when I'm like, oh, wow, okay, so this will take me out of the day for a little, and I won't, it'll just decompress my brain completely. Well, that's another reason. So that's almost like the real reason. So I recommend it. Take a evening class somewhere for some random thing that you're kind of interested in but never got to do. Highly recommend. All right. Got that little area done, so that means it's time for a new color. Let's do, I think this is so cute, the design, so I'm really liking how it's turning out too. I'm going to do this needle quick just to kind of, it'll feel unfinished to me, this string, if I don't have that needle, so let's do that. I don't need this guy anymore though. Let's pick, ooh, how about a bluey, silvery kind of color. So this is kind of a gray, but it's still in that blue family, and it'll contrast off of this dark. It's light against this dark, so I think you'll be able to see it. It won't look, instead of it looking like it's just a continuation of this thread. And it has a hair of that gray in it, so compared to all the other blues, it'll feel grayer. Like if you put this next to gray, it would look super blue, but since we're putting it next to a bunch of blues, it looks gray. I don't think we need a very big piece. That's probably good right there. So this is still stem stitch, I guess. I'm kind of tempted to just back stitch it. Yeah, we'll just keep doing the stem stitch. Just because that's what I'm experimenting with this time around, is all the stem stitching. That's what they say, Kathy Schmitz, who's the designer, that's what she said to do in the instructions, so that's what I'm doing. Ooh, but this we might not be able to see on the fabric all that well. I didn't think about that far, so then we'll for sure do the stem stitch, because the stem stitch will actually, it's a thicker stitch, because it's actually like 2 stitches next to each other, so maybe because it's thicker we'll see this gray off the white a little bit, but I think it'll work. If not, we can always redo it or not. So weaving it in the backs of some stitches. You don't have to weave it in the backs of the same color stitches or anything. Shorten it through a little. All right. Last little weave through. All right, perfect. So let's think about this. I think we'll start here, go around the little eye, and then come down. I'm going to try and use small stitches here. Oops, actually grabbed that last stitch. Oh, so another thing, I'll want to go over this blue thread on, they're all blue, but this purpley blue thread, go over on one side of this needle and under on the other side, so it looks like it's threaded, the needle. So since I already did a stitch over the top of this one, I guess this is the over side. I'm going real tiny stitches here. I'll do one more. I just want to kind of finish it here. Oop, dropping the needle. All right, and now I'm going to come back up on the other side of this blue thread and start stitching again. There, because then it'll look like it went through the needle, eye of the needle. And what's the best way to do this? I'm going to stitch down here and come up at that joining of the eye. There. All right, now I'm going to just stitch down straight away. Still using kind of small stitches. Cute, cute, cute. I like this design. I think next we'll do, how are we doing on time? You know what? We should maybe just call it here. We could, so again, Tuesday, tomorrow, I'm not going to be here, but we'll pick this up on Wednesday again for sure. And then it's already New Block Thursday already. Ugh. Could never get ahead on these embroidery ones. But yeah, so Wednesday, I think we'll get this guy done down here just to get the hand completely finished, I think. The little ruler wrist thing. And then we'll jump up and do the scissors. I think we can maybe at least start both of those things. We'll finish this guy for sure, but I think we'll get a good progress on that scissors too. So the last one, I'm just going to do one stitch like that so it comes down to a sharp little point. But you can totally see that needle. So good. I was a little worried, but nope, that just jumps kind of right off. And it does look silvery. I kind of like it. So there we go. And it looks like it's going through the eye of the needle a little bit too. So fun. And I think this running stitch looks pretty sweet too, even though I did it super crooked, but it's cute. I like it. So let's weave this in. It almost looks like a little back stitch on the back. So if you wanted to know what it would look like as a back stitch, it'd look like this. So stem stitch basically looks like a back stitch. I know there's some chain stitches in the sampler part of it. I'm kind of itching to do some chain stitching, but we're doing stem stitching for this guy. Yeah, I think this thread color just turned out perfect. It's because it still reads as blue, which is what we're going for different blues. We can go purpley blues and gray blues and green blues, but it'll still feel blue. So, all right, let's trim that, and we're done with that color too. We can put that away. I think he was around here, so. But yeah, look at anything from this kind of section. Yeah, some of the teals as well. Anything here over, I think, is fair game for this block. I definitely want to do maybe some of these darkers. We got some really bright ones in here too. Some light purple ones. We'll get some of these greeny ones in. And that. I'm using a size 5 embroidery needle or a crewel needle. I think it's basically the same difference. It has a large eye so that the thread can fit through there compared to just normal sewing thread. And it's got a sharp point, which is different. It looks like a cross-stitch needle, which is something that a lot of people have. A lot of people like starting with cross-stitch. But it's different because a cross-stitch needle has a blunt end because you don't want to pierce the fabric with cross-stitch, but you do want to pierce fabric with embroidery. So embroidery or crewel needle has a sharp point. But there we are for tonight. I'm going to take it out. I always like to, I'm trying to make it a habit of taking the embroidery out of the hoop when I'm not working on it, just to help help make it so that the creases don't become super permanent. But I'm liking it. It's looking so cute. I love the blues. Oh man, this design is just a cute little design. I'm excited to get that scissors in there. But I do want to kind of maybe finish off the arm first by putting that that ruler in there. But I'm excited, I love it. I'm gonna flip you guys around. All right, let me show you it again here. So here we are, little hand, so sweet. But here you can see the difference of the stitches. Look how much thicker a stem stitch looks than a running stitch, because the running stitch has just the 2 strands. The stem stitch has 2 strands, but it's a group of 2 strands next to each other. So it's, because we're doing it on little diagonals that are right next to each other. So it appears as if there's 4 strands, even though we're only stitching with 2. And that's why all our stem stitch lines are so much thicker looking than, just the running stitch, which is a single row of stitches. But yay, it's looking cute. I'm definitely liking the blue theme. So, all right. This will go up at Penguin and Fish Movies, and tomorrow night, again, I will be at my painting class, so if you want to check out what that's like, I will do a little scope after that as well. I haven't been putting those ones on YouTube, though, so that's probably the only way to see it is on Periscope. So I will check you guys later. Have a great rest of your Halloween, and have a great week, too. Bye-bye! Thanks, guys.